ESPN's coverage of the 2010 Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Reduced Sugar. They're great. And in part by Subway Restaurants, proud sponsor of the Little League Baseball and the Little League World Series. Subway, play hard, eat fresh.
Oh, get your hands on an icy back here at Williamsport. Phenomenal prices, free admission to the Little League World Series as we go to the 6th, and Connecticut leading it 3-1. Let's take a look at our brackets now. Coming up at 3, it'll be Minnesota and Texas over at Lomity. The winner of that one will play the winner of this one, and the losers will also meet. Pool B and U.S. play 8 United States teams, 8 international teams in the Little League World Series. And on the mound, it is Nick Nardone, who has done great work. He's 8 away from the limit, and again, he can exceed 85 pitches to finish a batter. Worth noting that in the regional final against Rhode Island, he went 5 2/3 innings, but then reached his max, and Maggi had to come in and finish it up with the bases loaded, and eventually a 3-2 count with 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. What pressure!
And the most exciting game Bobby Valentine has ever seen. That's saying a lot. It really is. And we show a clip of that before the game started. You could see the excitement.
0-2 to Biorik. He has had a tough day today. He's reached on a couple of errors. He could have had a couple of hits. And Nardone finishes him off quickly. 1 up and 1 down.
It's an interesting kind of strategy. You can go up if you really want. If you're the Washington team, says, okay, do we take to get 2 strikes? Because maybe we can get Nardone out of this game. And not at all. Let's go out there, let's swing. I mean, you can't really go with that thinking, but these are things that you think about because of that pitch limit.
Right there, bud.
These teams contrasting styles getting here. Connecticut did it with the pitching. Washington, I mean, just bashed their way to the title, averaged just over 12 runs a game. And Nardone has held him down, rolled up the middle, and passed the diving McGrath at his center.
Looked at to be a big hit right there, because once again, I'm watching it. That's the 83rd pitch. Nardone has 2 more pitches. Well, he actually has 2 more pitches, but he can go over 85 if he's in the middle of an at-bat to a batter and finish off that hitter.
Chandler Micklick is at the plate. His team down 2 with 1 out and a man at first. Micklick 0 for 1. Ball! So this now will be Nardone's final hitter. Ball! Appeal to first, and a strike. Dennis Hawkinsmith, our first base umpire, said he went. And a good call. Micklick coming up empty on that swing, and now it's 1-2. That one bounced up and hit him in the box, a foul ball.
And Nick Nardone has not changed the pace of his pitching throughout this entire game. He is grabbing that ball on the mound, and then he gets on the mound, and he's firing his pitch to home plate.
Yeah, it feels like he said, fellas, we need to get to the pool at about 5-2. Got him looking. And Nardone, with a brilliant effort, his 10th strikeout of the afternoon, and that is his last hitter. So similar to the regional final, he's got to come out, but brilliant work by the young right-hander.
Super game. Super game. Excellent. All you. Finish it up. Right? Let's go.
Yeah. No walks, 10 strikeouts. Well, here it is, Eddie Maggi, as they try and repeat the formula that brought them the regional championship.
Here bringing in Nick Nardone, going, just throwing a great game all the way through. And here it is again from the regional. Bases loaded, 3-2. And he gets the strikeout. 1-0, tying run at third base with the bases loaded, 3-2 count. Those are the things that you in your backyard, you're envisioning, and you're going, okay, here it is, either get to the World Series or the 7th game of the World Series. And that was for them in reality to get to the Little League World Series.
Yeah, that's wiffle ball type stuff.
It is.
And oh, by the way, the wiffle ball invented in Fairfield, Connecticut.
That's right. If you're a big wiffle ball fan, you'll be cheering for this New England team.
High pop-up right field. Klein is there, makes the grab, and Connecticut wins it. Maggi comes in, throws one pitch, and the first game of the 2010 Little League World Series belongs to Connecticut, and the final out grab by the smallest kid on the field.
And who by none other than Nick Klein.
Nick Nardone outstanding on the mound. Nick Klein great at the plate and in the field.
Well, here it is. It's a high pop-up. You can see that there are no shadows because the sun comes into play. He blocks the sun, comes out with the catch, and look at that smile. That says it all right there.
That is an all-star smile right there.
And as tradition that Washington has done throughout the entire league, they always go in, they clap for the other team, and they clap for the other fans as well. They line up and do that. Just such a great show of respect.
So Connecticut awaits the winner of Minnesota and Texas. That game is coming up 3 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. The Connecticut Minnesota-Texas winner, that game will come your way on Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern. Washington loses a tough one. Connecticut wins it 3-1. And we'll come back to Volunteer Stadium right after this.